As far as American fighters go, they don't come a lot more popular than the former UFC lightweight champion, New Jersey's finest, Frankie the Answer Edgar.
Frankie Edgar is a phenomenal wrestler, but he's used that wrestling to become an even more dangerous fighter. He's developed fantastic boxing under Mark Henry. Ricardo Almeida has his jiu-jitsu on par with this striking. Also, the wrestling has made Frankie Edgar one of the best fighters the UFC has seen at 155 and now at 145 pounds.
Frankie Edgar enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, so here he is, the UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski. It's a title he always thought he would have. He just needed the opportunity, and you all saw what he did in outclassing the all-time great Max Holloway. Alexander Volkanovski is the total package. We make a lot about his rugby league career, and at one point, he was a 214-pound athlete who was an absolute marauder, but now at a svelte 145 pounds, he truly has every skill befitting a long-reigning champion. This division has a bunch of killers in it, and right now they're all chasing the Volk, man, Alexander Volkanovski. Our tail of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Frankie the Answer Edgar. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon.
Good.
All right, here we go, early round action with the UFC featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski. And when you want to talk about mixed martial arts evolution, perhaps no man has improved as much over the last 2 or 3 years than the featherweight king Alexander Volkanovski. So much so that his opponent tonight doesn't necessarily know what he is in for. Well-timed knee lands for the more well-rounded fighter. If you're the wrestler now, does that give you pause with your takedown game or not necessarily?
A little bit, because generally when they lead the knee up the middle, you kind of drive into it and take him down. That speaks to the impact that knee landed, that it made him take a step back, opposed to trying to continue that takedown.
Beautiful kick to the body. All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank, but not good for the old noggin. You can't take so many upside the head. Somebody's going to speak. Oh, big elbow.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Now some separation from his punch position. These boys are standing right in front of each other, just kind of going at it.
Oh, well, why get away from it? Another huge kick lands.
Connects with a beautiful jab.
Oh, he gets tagged there. Nice combination to the head. Good series of punches by him there. He certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully.
Hook to the head lands flush there by Edgar. A little blood trickling out of the nose of Frankie Edgar.
He looks like Pac-Man. He's taking so many strikes to the head.
Trying to find a home for that right hand. He crossed the midpoint in round one. Nice combination there by Volk.
Oh, nice elbow. Tries to take out the leg. Beautiful leg kick land.
Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. All right, so a nice connection there with the 1-2 for Alexander Volkanovski, the former rugby league standout. It's amazing. That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, this double leg shot.
And he will let his opponent stand up here. Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point. And quick level change. Oh! Edgar gets back up again. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Edgar gets caught with that punch. Well, he has really put his opponent on the defensive here early. Very aggressive right out of the chute. He has landed a high number of total strikes. Exactly the aggression you'd like to see, given what is at stake here tonight.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Oh, Volkanovski's in half guard. Making all these shots count. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Edgar. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Edgar's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangle.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Multiple takedowns landed for him over the previous 5 minutes.
And you know what, John? Even more importantly, look at the opponent now. He's afraid to pull the trigger because he's been taken down so many times. Getting taken down is one thing, but having it happen to you continuously really does make you gun shy. And right now, he's very tentative to let his offense go because if you try to take him down, there you go.
Oh, crowd really enjoyed that one. What goes up must come down. Man, I mean, what would that do to me? I'd be out like half a year, bro.
You'd be done, John. You would not be calling fights. You would not be working anymore. Your back would be out. But people get mad when somebody wrestles too much, but they always enjoy slams like that.
Right hook attempt, that's a miss. Volkanovski goes for the takedown, unable to land. One of the better takedown artists out there, nothing doing on that attempt. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume. Volkanovski's going for a choke. That guillotine is tight.
He's working very hard to try to get the subs. Getting them out here.
Posture.
I need you to fight back.
You gotta be careful here.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
Holy smokes!
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs, and when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. We go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 17 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Well, just when you thought Alexander Volkanovski couldn't present a better version, I submit to you this performance, Volkanovski by TKO here tonight.
Many want to point to the third Max Holloway fight as his greatest night. This is right in line with that. To go out there and dominate the way he did and get that TKO victory, tremendous.